Hello, and welcome to the Random Moment Time Study training from TSBS. In this training, we will cover what the Random Moment Time Study is, along with how to complete it if you are selected. One of the requirements of SHARS is what is known as the participant list. All SHARS providers must be entered onto this list every quarter. Odds are that if you are watching this video, you are likely to already be on this list. Any persons that appear on the participant list are eligible to be selected for the Random Moment Time Study. The Random Moment Time Study, or RMTS, is a study by the state of Texas used to determine what portion of your day is spent providing a SHARS service. RMTS is a much easier and less costly method than tracking every practitioner's activity every moment of every day. The study is conducted statewide, with persons chosen for it being selected at random. RMTS occurs on a quarterly basis in October to December, January to March, April to June, and July to September. It is possible to be selected on consecutive quarters. All districts must participate in the Random Moment Time Study in order to participate in the SHARS program. All participants that are selected for a Random Moment Time Study must complete training in the IVA RMTS system. Before participants receive their first sample, they will be directed to complete their own web-based training independently. This training is required before the participant may respond to any samples. If the participant has not received a sample in the IVA system, or if it has been more than 1 year since they have been sampled, they will first receive a training notification. The training notice will come to them via email with a subject line that reads, "Required RMTS Participant Training." The training will be followed by a practice training sample, which is not the same as their actual sample. The practice training sample is intended to allow the participant the opportunity to review their response options and practice navigating the sample response page. Completing the training should only take a few minutes. After completing the training and the practice training sample, participants will be able to complete the real Random Moment Time Study. Random Moment Time Studies are meant to determine what you are doing at a specific minute in time. If you are chosen for an RMTS, it will be assigned to you for a particular date and time. For example, your moment could be designated for Monday, November 4th at 1:37 p.m. It will want to know what you are doing for that exact minute of the selected day. RMTS sample notifications will arrive at the time of the sample. You will no longer receive notification ahead of your moment, as it was in previous years. Any moment during the workday is an opportunity to be sampled. There is no minimum or maximum number of samples a participant may receive. Participants will receive a link unique to you that will take you to the RMTS response website. At the top of the page, you will see your name along with the sample date and time. You will then see a series of questions. It is important to read the questions and answer choices carefully, choosing the most appropriate response or entering a complete description. Remember to never provide any identifying, confidential, or sensitive information about the students or families who are the recipient of your services. The first question you'll be asked is, "What were you doing?" You will select the appropriate response that describes what you're doing at the exact time of your selected moment. These options are, "I was doing a Medicaid activity." "I was doing a non-Medicaid activity." "I was participating in training," and none of the above. If you choose that you are doing a Medicaid activity, you will then be asked, "What Medicaid activity were you doing?" With you then choosing either direct medical service, referral, outreach, facilitating eligibility, transportation, translation, or program planning. Depending on your selection, you may be asked to clarify if you're providing either the service of audiology or personal care services. If personal care is chosen, you'll be asked if the service that was provided is in their IEP. You will also be asked to provide a detailed description of the activity you were performing. Be sure to describe in detail exactly what you were doing, refraining from vague answers like, "I was doing my job," or "I was completing my job responsibilities." You will also want to refrain from using acronyms or jargon during this section. Back to the "what were you doing" question. If you originally chose none of the above, you will be asked if you are on unpaid leave, paid leave, lunch or break, staff meeting, and other general administration activities. It is not expected that everyone who participates in RMTS will be providing SHARS services at that exact moment. If you are off, at lunch, or doing something other than providing SHARS services, that is okay, as it will not count against you or your district. The goal is to provide an accurate sampling across the state of how much time was spent with students providing direct medical services. You are required to complete your moment within 2 business days of it occurring. If after 1 business day you have not completed your moment, you will receive a second notification email. After 2 business days, the participant will no longer have access to respond to their sample. Additionally, it is important to remember that the response rate for each school district must be at least 85%. Should the response rate drop below 85% for 2 consecutive quarters, the district will not be able to participate in SHARS for that year. So it is very important that if you are selected for a time study, be sure to complete it in a timely manner. No one wants to be the reason their school district cannot participate in SHARS and obtain reimbursements. When you have completed your moment, you will be shown a response summary page that presents a final response based on what you selected on the previous pages. If everything appears correct, you will then click the Finish button to complete your random moment time study. As always, if you have any questions, please reach out to your TSBS representative. Thank you for watching this training. We appreciate your assistance in your school district's continued success in the SHARS program.